Hi, Mike from Mike's Carburetor Parts, and I would like to demonstrate the contents of this carburetor kit 6024-1. This is a 2140 carburetor kit, which is much like the 4000. It's usually mistaken as a Holley 4000. But the one difference is that this one has a mechanical secondary and the regular 4000 has a vacuum secondary. Anyhow, they do take different parts. There are actually several kits for the Holley 4000, so they did an awful lot of changing just in the few years they were out. So be sure you get the carburetor number off the carburetor and match that. At least the list number really is all you need. And that's located on the rear of the carburetor, down where it bolts up to the manifold, on the flange, on the face. So you generally got to take the carburetor off to see it. So anyway, in this kit we have the instruction sheet with an exploded view of the parts, and it has some instructions on setting the float and some other settings that you'll need to do. It includes the flange gasket, very typical Holley 4000 type flange gasket, and the float bowl, or excuse me, the float bowl where the top goes on the float bowl gasket. Be sure to check yours, make sure it's not too warped. You may have to machine it. And this is the accelerator pump. It's a leather accelerator pump, which are great. Just don't let them dry out. And on this one, you want to add a couple of drops of oil just before you put it in. That helps swell up the accelerator pump. We have the economizer diaphragm included in the kit, and of course we've got the little check ball. Yeah, we have some other various gaskets for the secondary, for example, and O-rings and whatnot. We got excuse me. And then we have the power valve. We have the needle and seat. And this is the type of needle and seat that screws in. There are a few on the 4000 actually press in. Don't exactly press in, but they just fit in, and there's a spring behind them. This one here screws in, doesn't need the spring. I've had that question come up. Anyhow, that's the contents of this kit. It's everything you need for that particular carburetor. And like I say, don't mix it up with the 4000. In the 4000s, there are many kits, so get your carburetor number. And these are made in USA by a company that's been doing vintage carburetor kits for about 40 years. They're great kits. You'll find they fit correctly, and it's the same parts I use when I do rebuilds. Thank you for watching.